Hello, today I'm doing a little bit different video about Polkadot, introducing its vision, utility, technology and future potential to remind ourselves why we believe in this ecosystem and what makes Polkadot stand out from other network protocols. Polkadot was founded by Dr. Gavin Wood, also co-founder of Ethereum. When he was still working on development of Ethereum, he realized that Ethereum was not gonna be able to scale at some point. He nicely explains his motives for leaving Ethereum and founding Parity and building Polkadot in some of his talks on YouTube. This is probably the best one. I'll leave the links in the description. Polkadot's vision is to bring to life a new, better web called Web 3.0, where the users are in full control of their privacy and also fully own their data without having to trust institutions or central authorities. So hopefully one day Polkadot will enable a completely decentralized web where users are in full control. This, however, will probably take a long time since, as Gavin Wood said this year during his talk in Davos, for the people to adopt Web 3.0 vision and really value their privacy and their personal data, it will require a great paradigm shift in the way people currently think about internet. You will find the link to this great talk in the description. I've watched pretty much all Gavin Wood's talks on YouTube. He always describes his vision about Web 3.0 very clearly and simply. No trust and no promises, but more truth and more guarantees. And Polkadot protocol should be the means that will free people from having to trust big institutions and central authorities, that our privacy won't be violated and that our data will not be stolen. Now a little bit info about Polkadot's tech. Polkadot will allow internet where sovereign blockchains can exchange information, data, value and transactions in a trustless way, facilitated by the Polkadot relay chain. On the official website, Polkadot is described as scalable, interoperable and secure network protocol for the next web. For those of us who are not developers and have no technical background, the term protocol might be initially quite hard to fully grasp. For instance, myself, when I entered crypto, all I knew were classic Web 2.0 end-user apps. Yes, I knew there is HTTP protocol, the core application layer of the whole internet, but I knew nothing else about other protocols, and also I got much more familiar with the terms Web 1 and Web 2 after properly learning what Web 3.0 could be like. If you are still a little bit confused about protocols, what they are and why there are so many of them in Web 3.0 space, and also how Web 3.0 structure differs from Web 2, I recommend you to read this great recently released article about FA contracts, which explains this Web 3.0 protocol revolution very clearly. So Polkadot, along with its sister network Kusama, are the only layer 0 blockchain networks. Polkadot relay chain connects all application-specific blockchains, parachains, and secures them with Polkadot's shared security. All these parachains are layer 1 chains, and on top of these chains, those end-user apps can be built. The way I understand this Polkadot's ecosystem structure is Polkadot is a very base infrastructure which connects and secures all connected parachains, which are again an infrastructure for specific end-user applications with which end users interact. This very simplistic description of mine demonstrates how early we are, since we are talking on protocol and infrastructure level, so this protocol notion is very abstract and can be quite hard to explain to average non-crypto people. No wonder some people in crypto are still confused about what they have actually invested in when they buy DOT tokens or some layer 1 network native tokens. So very simply put, the fundamental utility of the Polkadot protocol is to allow any data, such as tokens, code or information, to be securely transferred between blockchains. Here is a few basic Polkadot related terms. Polkadot and Kusama are relay chains that provide shared security and interoperability to all connected parachains. Parachains are sovereign, application-specific blockchains with their own tokenomics and governance. Parachains have their functionality optimized for specific use cases. That is why in the ecosystem there are parachains focusing solely on one use case, such as NFTs, DeFi, digital identity, smart contracts, privacy or gaming and metaverse. And on these parachains, so-called dApps, decentralized apps, will be built, so in the future, if everything goes well with the ecosystem, there will be many different end-user dApps built on top of Polkadot's parachains. For example, many DEXs and lending and borrowing platforms built on Moonbeam and Astar utilizing their smart contracts functionality. What we see at the moment is that each of these parachains usually launches their own native dApp, like Akala, Parallel Finance or Bifrost, so all these are Parachain team's native dApps, but there are yet not so many of external dApps built on these parachains. The exceptions definitely are Moonbeam and Astar, whose ecosystems are already pretty rich, as these two parachains have been constantly integrating new dApps onto their network since the launch last December. Let's remember that the whole Polkadot ecosystem is still very early and young, as Polkadot V1 only finished its launch phase last December by onboarding its first parachains. Currently, there is ongoing development of several key Polkadot features and optimizations such as governance 2, scalability with the use of asynchronous backing, cross-chain communication through HRMP channels, the bridge between Polkadot and Kusama, and also DOT and KSM staking via nomination pools. If you want to get more technical details from next year Polkadot's planned development, you can watch this Gavin Wood's unexpected talk from Sub-Zero, where he outlined what is in his mind for Polkadot next year and what's being worked on right now. Find the link in the description. Personally, I believe the next year will be great for Polkadot, judging by how big Polkadot's developers community is getting, and also since it will be the second Polkadot's year after launch, many parachains ecosystems will grow, which could and hopefully will bring more eyes from the outside to Polkadot ecosystem. On the other hand, very likely some parachains will be slowly declining, as this bear market is a tough challenge for every new crypto project, and those projects which care very little about their community deliver very slowly or not at all, or deliberately put off key functionalities such as token transfers, might be in a greater danger. I am with around 60% of my portfolio in Polkadot ecosystem. Recently I've decreased a little my exposure, but certainly still higher than what investing books would advise. But this is my personal risk management, and I am comfortable with such a high percentage exposure to Polkadot. My investment strategy is simple, trying to do a proper research about each Polkadot project I invest in. I also try to be very patient about when to enter the project, as the whole crypto market is and will remain to be totally unpredictable. Accumulate the tokens of the most promising and hard-working parachain projects and hedge against unexpected events like the one with Akala by holding a decent amount of DOT. I will wait till the next bull market if it comes, and once we are there, I will evaluate if my strategy of having majority of my funds invested in Polkadot ecosystem was right or wrong. Till then, it's just too early to judge. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching and see you next time.